Okay, so this is the second lecture on angles and their measure. And let's look at two more examples that are more typical examples where, like degree is not expressed as fraction, right? Usually it's just expressed as a decimal. So let's look at an example like that. So change 108.69 degrees to degrees in minutes. Then degrees in minutes. Okay. So my answer, right? I need to think about it a little bit. So 108.69 degrees, right? It's going to be 108 degrees and then some minutes, right? So what I need to do, I need to take that 0.69 and change it to minutes. So I'll do the same thing as usual. 1 degree is 60 minutes. Then 0.69, well, let's put 0.69 degree, right, is x minutes. I'm going to use my super triangle method. So multiplication, division. Okay, so x will be 60 minutes times 0.69 degree and divided by 1 degree. Okay, let's get a calculator. What do I have? 60 times, let's turn it on first. 60 times 0.69, 41.4. Okay, so I have 41.4. But now, what is that? What did I do? So degrees cancel out, right? And I have minutes left. So I could go a step farther, right, and change this 0.4 into seconds. Let's not do that though. 108.69 degrees is the same as 108 degrees, and now I put my minutes, 41.4 minutes. Okay, so this is a more typical problem of conversion, right, between portion of a degree to minutes. So let's go the other way. Let's look at another problem. So this time I have 25 degrees and 47 minutes. So change 2 degrees. Alright, so that we can, for example, use it in the calculator. Okay, yeah, so I have so this time, right, I have 25 degrees and 47 minutes, and when I get my answer, I'm going to get 25 point something 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 degrees. Okay, I start the same way as usual. So 1 degree, 60 minutes. Now I put that 47 minutes under minutes, 47 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to touch this degree, right? I'm just changing 47 minutes to a portion of a degree. Okay, so x will be multiply these and divide 60. Times 47 minutes over 60 minutes. And minutes will cancel out. And I go 47 divided by 60. So 47 divided 60.78. Yeah, that's just rounded. Alright. So now I can write my answer. So 25 degrees and 47 minutes is the same as 25 degrees 0.78, and this is, the whole thing is degrees. Okay, so I hope you guys understand what's going on here. I'm not going to do any more examples, but I'll give you a couple problems for you to work out. Okay, so what we need to do is change, this is some practice. So whatever, right, you need to change degrees. So let's just write it, degrees and minutes. Don't know why it's getting out of focus. Two degrees and vice versa, and the other way around. Okay. Yeah, so I have, the first problem is 1/3 of a degree. So, right, when I give you some, whatever, 1/3 of a degree, you're changing it to minutes, right? So problem number 2, 5 6/7 of a degree. Number 3 is 45 degrees. So you need to figure out how many minutes it is, right? How many minutes? So now we're going the other way. So this is problem 4. So 15 minutes, right? What is it in degrees? Then we have 50 minutes, 50. And the last problem, problem 6, 7 degrees and 37 minutes. Okay, we need to figure out what this is in degrees. Alright, so pause the video, figure it out, and come back and check your answers. I'm looking for my green. I can't find the dark green. Oh, here it is. Okay. So the answers, so the first one is obviously 20 minutes. The second one is 5 degrees and 51 minutes. So 5 degrees and 51 minutes. The third one is 27 or 2700, I guess you would call it. 2700 minutes, or 2700. 15 minutes is and a quarter. You know that. 50 minutes is 0.83 of a degree, and this one is 7.62 of a degree. Okay. Alright, next thing we'll do is adding and subtracting degree measure. Alright, so adding, subtracting, angular measure. Okay, so yeah, let's look at a couple examples. Example, I have no idea, about 5. So we need to add 4 degrees and 20 minutes and 12 degrees and 15 minutes. minutes. Okay, so it's basically like adding hours, right? So when you're adding 2 hours and 12 minutes plus 6 hours and 11 minutes, right? You just add hours to hours and minutes to minutes, and there's no problem. So that's the situation here. So 5 minutes 3, so it's going to be 35 minutes, and here I have 16, right? So 16 degrees and 35 minutes. Okay, let's look at another example. Example 6. Yeah, so this one is a little more challenging. 25 minutes to 38 degrees and 47 minutes. So let's just add it up. Okay, so 5 and 7 is 12, so 2, 1 here, so I got 72 minutes, and here I have, what, 45 degrees. So now the problem is that, just like with, if you're adding hours, right, if you're adding 1 hour, let's do an example. So 1 hour 40 minutes, right, plus 2 hours and 30 minutes, right? So you're going to get 3 hours and 70 minutes. But you need to convert those, change those 70 minutes, right, to an hour and 10 minutes. So it's going to be actually 4 hours and 10 minutes. Okay? So here we need to do the same thing. So if I take 60 out of this and add it to degrees, I'm going to get 46 degrees. And here I'll have 12 minutes left. Okay, so that's the tricky part. 2 more examples. So this time let's do a little bit of subtraction. So example 7. Okay. So we need to subtract 24 degrees from 35 minutes minus 11 degrees and 15 minutes. Okay, so that's the simple case, right? When we just subtracted, and there's no, we don't need to do any borrowing or anything like that. So I have 5 minus 5 is 0, 3 minus 1 is 2, so this is my minutes. And here I have 24 minus 11, so that's 13 degrees. Okay, the other example is going to be a little more complicated. So 35 degrees and 10 minutes minus 18 degrees and 25 minutes. Okay, so here I cannot subtract 25 minutes from 10 minutes, right? So I need to borrow 1 degree and just kind of rewrite the problem. So if I borrow 1 degree, this becomes 4, and this becomes 70, right? Because 1 degree is 60 minutes at 10, so this is 70. Right, so now I'm subtracting 25 from 70. So let's just subtract it straight without, right, without borrowing, etc. Right, so 70 minus 25, what is it? 45? I think it's 45. Of course, you could use, right, you could borrow 1 from here, right, so it'd be 10 minus 5, 5, and then 6 minus 2, 4. And here I have 34 minus 18, I think, 16. Okay. Alright. Almost done. Give you a couple problems to practice. So the first three we're adding. So problem number 1, 4 degrees and 19 minutes plus 12 degrees and 32 minutes. The second problem, 24 degrees and 28 minutes plus 7 degrees and 62 minutes. Third problem, 24 degrees and 35 minutes plus 6 degrees and I cannot, and 47 minutes. Alright, so we're adding these to the couple subtractions. So 14 degrees and 15 minutes minus 8 degrees and 30 minutes. And the other one, 35 degrees and 20 minutes minus 18 and 18 and 1, 18 degrees, sorry, and 48 minutes. I'm just looking at the values. Okay, so we're subtracting. Okay, so pause the video, come back, and I think I have answers for you. Alright. The first one is easy, right? 16 degrees and 51 minutes. The second one is 32 degrees and 30 minutes. The next one is 31 degrees and 22 minutes. Here the subtraction, so it's 5 degrees and 45 minutes. And the last one is 16 degrees and 32 minutes. Okay. Alright, that's the end of that section. So just one section this week. And yeah, thanks for watching.